Okay, and welcome back from the jump cut. As you saw, well, we outnumbered them 3-1, so we had a effective victory. His Excellency, the President. The Battle of Charleston was ended with the army of the Northern Virginia retreating in panic. My command has earned additional victory with the enemy army running for their lives. The enemy has repeatedly suffered total casualties of 1,816 men, thereof 259 were killed, 329 were captured. Their morale is believed to be stable. Our casualties total 52 men, 5 killed, 9 missing, and the rest wounded. Morale is confident with the supply situation very good. We have captured 1,038 rifles and 2 guns from the battlefield. 305 enemy soldiers have been captured and taken to our camps. Okay, assault the battery, please. If everything goes well, we'll have Northwest Virginia soon under our control. Okay, I'm going to take the risk of trying to improve the supply situation by spreading these guys out a little bit better. So hopefully we don't need them reinforced to fight. Colonel Baker has been wounded in battle, presumably during the siege. And see they've come back to try taking Grafton. Mostly waiting on the Department of the Pennsylvania to be ready to go again. You know, if we wanted a fair fight, we could just attack the Army of the Potomac right now. Glorious victory, Fort Battle. ETH surrenders. Support for rebel cause waivers. Union armies unstoppable, Confederate forces skedaddle, Union morale intact. Or rebels surrender, yes. Oh, I suppose this is the treasury balance, right? So every once in a while we take a bond out, okay. And we are at the point where I can go ahead and get those Austrian rifles, so we will do that. I'm looking primarily for propaganda, not counter-propaganda, so we're still winning a little bit more on the political. Farm mechanization, that's what we were waiting for there. I think on the artillery, I think we're going to skip over cast. Try to go straight to rifled artillery. And we're trying to save up for improved credit rating. Yeah, okay. I suppose from a policy standpoint, we're waiting on... Well, not exactly waiting on it, but the next one is Militia Act. And then I might do something like Revenue Act. To raise revenue. Try to lower the rate with deficit spending after all. Maybe time I do pull the blockading attachments back. Oh, you're 27, so you got like 15. 42. Ready to go out again? Yeah, probably. Honestly, we're not expecting you to fight anyone, so you can probably go... now. deploying columns here are the maximum supplies. You know, I think this is just enough. We're gonna start trying to do stuff. Arrived at your destination. Okay. You know, let's have you actually take over for the home squadron that's in Wilmington. Okay, this is the other one. South, yes. Go ahead and both blockade Cedar Key, Appalachio Port. There we go. Army of Northeastern Virginia versus the Army of the Potomac. My reinforcements aren't coming in. Okay. Quite according to plan, but... Okay, both federal armies are now in position, so now we can go ahead. Order an assault, start the battle. Okay, once more, back to battle. So, jump cut here for post-battle. Okay, and that should be the end of the jump cut. We're back to the main campaign map here. His Excellency the President, the Battle of Alexandria has ended with the Army of the Potomac retreating in panic. My command has earned a total victory, the enemy army running for their lives. The enemy has reportedly suffered total casualties of 6,431 men, thereof 868 have been confirmed killed, 1,368 captured. Their morale is believed to be unstable. Our casualties of 2,211, 280 are killed, 498 are missing, the rest are wounded. Morale is confident with supply situation good. We've captured 3,132 rifles and 13 guns from the battlefield. 1,172 enemy soldiers have been captured and taken to our POW camps. And in theory, the Department of the West is ready to move again. more bonds issued, okay. Here we go. Department of the West. Fort Davis in command. Once again, we'll be going into battle. So, once more, a jump cut. Okay, and welcome back after the jump cut. Once more, we're picking up with a victory after that battle. His Excellency the President. Battle Rolla has ended with the Missouri State Guard retreating panic. My command has earned a total victory. The enemy retreating for their lives and running for their lives. The enemies have reportedly suffered total casualties of 1,607 men, thereof 168 killed, 283 captured. Their morale is believed to be nervous. Our casualties total 901 men, with 120 killed, 157 missing, and the rest wounded. Morale is eager with the supply situation acceptable. We've captured 1,009 rifles and 2 guns from the battlefield. 291 enemy soldiers have been captured and taken to our POW camps. Which reminds me, how full is that POW camp? Well, good thing I upgraded it, because it would basically be full if it wasn't upgraded. On the other hand, that's also maybe an indication that we should start pulling the next one. Okay. So, military tech-wise, I think we're looking for rifled cannon. Actually, so I can do it by substitute type. We do want propaganda to boost the support in the loyal states. Because we're going to do some stuff that's going to lower the support in the loyal states at some point. Probably want to do subsidy funding, or credit rating for that one. And the diplomacy one hasn't gone up again enough that we can do send envoys. Okay. Oh, which reminds me, I forgot to account for the fact. Once we did get the rifles, or get the Austrian purchases, that we should buy some of those Lorenz and Austrian rifle muskets. So one thing you'll notice is, okay, so the Lorenzes do change a little bit, but you can get 5,000 or 50,000 of them for 84 days. That's what we're going to do. We're going to order a bunch of those. And same sort of thing here. 84 days. Let's not go for 200. That's a little long. And arguably for what we want these for, the rifle muskets here are not quite as good as the Lorenz rifles. Go like 1,000 of them. And then that's possibly enough between all the other stuff we bought that we can start focusing mainly on domestic production. Well, there's the Army of the Shenandoah. Coming in for a fight, yes. The Department of Pennsylvania is not particularly happy. I'm tempted to leave the Department of Pennsylvania behind. Yeah, I think I'm going to try doing it with the Department of Pennsylvania being left behind. But yeah, so with that, we're going to once more put a jump cut in here, because we're going to have at least one more battle. So, catch you post-battle. Okay, welcome back after the jump cut. Once more, we are victorious. This time, a glorious victory at Longbridge. His Excellency, the President, the Battle of Longbridge has ended with the Army of Shenandoah retreating in panic. My command has earned us a total victory with the enemy army running for their lives. The enemy has reportedly suffered a total casualties of 5,509 men, thereof 756 killed and 1,006 captured. Their morale is believed to be unstable. Our casualties total 2,003 men, with 277 killed, 318 missing, the rest wounded. Morale is confident, with the supply situation very good. We've captured 3,308 rifles and 4 guns in the battlefield. 949 enemy soldiers have been captured and taken to our POW camps. So apparently there's some gap between captured and POW. Might be the scenario where we've captured wounded people, right? So they don't make it to the POW camp for whatever reason. There's the units breaking from the battle ending. Oop, you need to go port. And then you gotta take over the blockading. Do you need to go to port? 36 days, not yet. Well, you got your provisions back, you just didn't get all the coal back, which... Oh, you got 99% of the coal. Well, you got enough of the coal back. There's some days left at sea. 7 days left to sea. Okay, so that's good with those. Oh, we're having a battle. Department of the Ohio versus the Army of the Northwest. What are my orders? The answer, obviously, is attack. We slightly outnumber them, so it'll be a bit of a close battle. You know, based on the time and how long I expect this battle to be, this is where I'm going to go ahead and end the episode for YouTube. We'll have this battle, and then the next episode will start with the post-battle. Well, actually, there'll be a little bit after the battle, just because I'm going to have to... I want to show you what the battle is like afterwards, but we'll want to save as well, but yeah. So, I'll be back. Oh, and if you're watching on Twitch, I'm going to take a quick break, and then we'll go ahead and finish up recording the last of this episode. Okay, welcome back after the jump cut. As it is obvious at this point, we won the battle of Clarksburg. His Excellency, the President, the Battle of Clarksburg has ended with the Army of the Northwest retreating in panic, and my campaign has earned us a total victory, with the enemy army running for their lives. The enemy has reportedly suffered total casualties of 6,189 men, thereof 838 were killed, and 894 captured. Their morale is believed to be unstable. Our casualties totaled 2,484 men, with 230 killed, 1,139 missing, and the rest wounded. Morale is confident with the supply situation being good. We've captured 3,760 rifles and 4 guns from the battlefield. 486 soldiers have been captured and taken to our POW camps. That's the battle there. The Army of the Northwest, or Northeastern Virginia, is arguably still operational. I'm not necessarily going to go for another battle right now. We're going to let time progress just enough that the rout kicks in, runs away. That's what I think we're going to do. And then we'll pick up where we left off in the next stream. Probably not going to hang around enough for the militia act to complete, but I'll probably finish off early next stream. And that reminds me, if you got around the corner far enough, probably. It looks like we're about to maybe have a naval battle. 6 ships versus 11 ships. I think we have the Mount Gun because we actually have... Oh, interesting. We're ignoring us. They're in blockade, but they're actually set to raid. Unit disintegrates. Okay, we destroyed one of their units. If Everett James River Squadron has disintegrated, the sailors have scuttled the ships, the fleet ceased to exist, effective fighter force. Okay. So that's one way to not fall to Union forces. Okay, looks like they've not escaped. Steers at destination. Okay. Put you back on blockade. The Department of the Ohio. Okay, so the enemy has begun to withdraw. Yeah. And we're capturing Grafton. Okay. So, unless there's any policies I want to go ahead and pick up, I think we are going to be done for the stream. We're waiting for propaganda on the admin. Actually, we have got what we want here, which is the infrastructure. When the project increase transport capacity of all the nation's infrastructure points. Yes, please. The military here, we're looking for rifled artillery, which we're getting pretty close to. We've got about half of it done. Got 1.5 mil out of 2.5 mil, yeah. Propaganda is, of course, the expensive one of the admin ones. national overview at the end of the stream. We have one more national morale than the enemy. We have one more national support than the enemy. So our state slightly support is better than theirs. Our armies have higher morale. Granted, they've just suffered a series of defeats, so that's maybe not surprising. We have more loyal states. We don't have more men fielded, which is probably one of the reasons why they are being so willing to be on the attack. We have much more navy than them, which maybe isn't surprising because it's just destroyed navy. We have more military experience. We have 15 battles won to their 1. We have lower total casualties. Not quite 3 to 1 in our favor. They have a higher European relations than I do. Something we'll work on trying to lower. We have a much more effective trade warfare going on, with just over 3 million wages of them down. And our economy is bigger than theirs, because of course we're the North. Confederate morale is still stable, which is why we haven't won the campaign yet. We haven't conquered Richmond. If we actually get out of control in Virginia, we may actually take over Richmond. We haven't been in the Confederacy. We have won a major battle. It hasn't yet reached November 4th, 1864, so we haven't won or lost the election yet. I don't think we can still lose. Same thing by then is try to capture 10 forts. Control Western Virginia. We're working Western Virginia. We got we're working on the second one. If things keeps going well, we'll have a third one. This is the Anaconda plan, cut Confederacy in half. We're kind of thinking about how we're going to do that. I may raise a new army soon, probably once the next round of rifle and muskets come in. Military dominance here. We did get the +5 national morale for 5 battles in a row. We don't have the bonus from the naval dominance, because we haven't had that many naval battles yet, I think. I don't think we've lost a naval battle, we just haven't had that many naval battles. And that is where we stand at the moment. Overall, I think we are winning the war. The game says we have a slight federal advantage, which is probably the case. We are setting ourselves up, and I think the industry will more and more favor us. One of the things I'll have to do at some point is start to build more ships, so we can blockade more ports, and/or another thing is start to build ironclads, so we can actually start assaulting the forts and taking them. This is where we're going to go ahead and end it for the day. We're definitely making progress. Though we have had some setbacks. We have lost Winchester. We may want to go try to retake Winchester. We do have an army on its way down to Drummond Town. And that army is mainly going to be doing some coastal hopping to fort to fort and that sort of stuff. So we'll probably send it over to Norfolk next. Just to take the coastal forts. One of our objectives is to get 10 Confederate forts, so we're gonna go. That's what that guy's job is to do, is to get those forts, I suppose. So with that, you're watching on YouTube. I'm not gonna guarantee that there's another one of these up for you tomorrow. There will be battles up for you tomorrow, but there will probably not be another main campaign strategic map up for you tomorrow. This is probably the last main campaign strategic map for a while. The next stream will be in 4 days. We just recorded... So once I have the editing down, there'll be 3 of these. So there'll probably be one of these... Or will probably be a gap of 1 day between this and the next set. On the other hand, there's more battles than there are days between this and the next set. So you'll probably get a double up on battle. That's probably what will happen tomorrow. So I hope you've been enjoying. Yeah, so if you're watching YouTube, there'll be another part up tomorrow. Stream-wise, tomorrow is the Long Dark. Day after that is Victoria 3. Day after that is Shadow Empire. And then the day after that will be this being streamed again. So if you're watching this on YouTube at this point, the next stream should be in your past. which is just a reminder, I try to stream every night, even though at this point it's the morning, but try to stream every night. And this is probably the thing that takes the longest. This is taking the longest stream. We've been streaming for 6.5 hours, which is why this stream is ending and you're not getting a fourth part. Or part tomorrow in the campaign map. Because I broke the battles out. So you get more battles instead. Yep, so with that, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part and or the next stream, and bye for now.